Everybody knows the story of Sleeping Beauty. You know, the fairy tale where the handsome prince saves the beautiful princess from a wicked fairy's sleeping spell? Well, if you love that story, or even if you don't, I have the perfect book for you. You're going to love the fractured fairy tale, Snoring Beauty, written by Bruce Hill and illustrated by Howard Fine. A little bit about the author, Bruce Hill. Bruce Hill began his writing career while living in Tokyo and continued when he moved to Hawaii. Before becoming a children's book author, he was a magazine editor, surveyor, gardener, actor, and DJ. He has written more than 30 books for kids, including his Shet Gecko mystery series and his School of Spies series. He is also a popular speaker and storyteller and teaches many writing workshops at colleges and universities. Bruce Hill currently lives in Santa Barbara, California. Howard Fine is the illustrator of Snoring Beauty. He is also the illustrator of Dino Sailors, All Aboard the Dino Train, Piggy Pie, Bedhogs, Raccoon Tune, and many other award-winning children's books. He completed his first drawing at the age of 2, and as a kid he loved drawing many pictures. By 7th grade, though, he had pretty much given up on drawing and had his sights set on playing for the NBA. But after keeping the bench from floating away during his freshman year of high school, he released that dream. After that, he spent time with the town's EMS team in the ambulance, planning to go that route. But art had other plans for him. Late in high school and in college, Howard Fine really discovered how much he loved to draw. He put his plans of being a doctor or dentist aside and went to art school. Currently, Howard Fine has a wife and 3 children. He illustrates children's books and, did I forget to mention, he practices dentistry too. What to expect in Snoring Beauty? So in Snoring Beauty, the king and the queen of the kingdom have their first child. They invite all the fairies to come celebrate the wonderful day with them, except they either forget or the invitation for Bebo, the fairy, gets lost in the mail. So while all the other fairies are celebrating and blessing the new princess with good blessings, Bebo shows up and she blesses her, well, doesn't really bless her, I guess barks at her, that when this babe turns 16, she will be run over by a pie wagon and die. Another fairy says, "What's that? She'll turn into a dragonfly." "Die," snapped Bebo. "Spy?" asked the other fairy. "Die," shouted Bebo. Oh my. So the queen and the king aren't happy, and they have the other fairy try to reverse the spell. So the other fairy says, "My blessing is that instead of turning into a dead dragon, your daughter will become a sleeping dragon when she turns 16. And one day she'll be awakened by, and the queen says, hopeful, "A prince?" And then the fairy says, "A quince! Good idea!" And then the fairy was gone. So the king ends up banning all the pie wagons so that his daughter can't get run over and either die or turn into a sleeping dragon. But on the princess's 16th birthday, one of the guards lets a pie wagon in. The pie wagon runs over the princess's foot. Alabam! She turns into a dragon, and then she falls down and goes into a deep sleep. She snores and keeps the whole town awake. Finally, the king makes a proclamation, and it says, "The king wants you to break the curse and awaken his sleeping daughter with a quince. Use a quince to be determined by applicant. Reward, half the kingdom, the princess's hand in marriage, and a set of elf-made garden furniture." So immediately the townspeople begin tickling her with quince trees. They bake her quince pies, and they tell her quince jokes, but nothing seems to work. She continues to snore and sleep. If only something or someone could wake the snoring dragon, aka the snoring princess, from her sleep so that the whole kingdom and town could finally sleep themselves. Snoring Beauty is a humorous, fractured fairy tale narrated by a sarcastic frog. I definitely enjoyed reading Snoring Beauty and would highly recommend it to all readers.